Thank you for joining. Thank you for your shares, your likes, and your comments. I so much appreciate them. Today might be a little bit different, okay, than what you expect. I'm going to be talking about relationship and the 5 power to, boost your relationship. And first of all, I need to educate some of you, all right? Because you might think, why is she talking about relationship and she's not in any? Before you pour your ignorance, quickly do a quick research. It will help you, okay? So don't put your ignorance on my page. Just do a quick research. It will save your life, okay? Honestly, trust me. Research, 5 minutes research, 10 minutes research will save your life, all right? Before you pour your ignorance here. So I'm going to be showing you the 5 power to add to your relationship. You have to tell me. Hearing myself. I put them down, okay? Number 1, when you're in a relationship, what you think of each other matters a lot. Because these are 2 different people, 2 different backgrounds, 2 different family members, 2 different, like you both don't have anything in common, maybe other than your skin color or where you're from, or you both have probably the same ancestors. These are the only thing you probably have in common. So I'm going to be showing you some of the things. First of all, when you're in any relationship, be it a romantic relationship or business relationship, you need communication. It's very important. Some of you don't discuss about anything in your relationship. And you will see this idea of a man saying that he have a house, but his wife does not know how many houses they have. And, go to my local dialect, like, pidgin English. A man will say, they're not the show woman secrets, and these things are the things that can destroy your relationship with your partner, and it can destroy what you both share, what you both have together. So when you look into these things and you have that great communication and you trust each other, it helps a lot. And mutual respect. You see some people, they command respect, but they do not give respect. Like some of you've probably experienced it. A man will call you, a woman will call you like, oh, I did call you since where have you been? Without them even thinking you had something to do. You have a child to look after. You have your business to sort out. You have work. The first thing is I've been trying to, it happened to me, okay, even some of you guys on Facebook, when you contact me and when I pick your call, the next thing they say to me is, I've been trying to call you, my sister, why are you not picking my call? And some will send a message, is there something I did to you? You are not picking my call. Some women will send a message and say, I'm just a woman like you, and I just want to say something to you. I'm messaging you. You don't have that kind of right. You have to have that mutual respect. You have to have respect for someone. So when it comes to a relationship, that mutual respect is very important. You give me, I give you. Don't command respect. Don't put yourself in a position where someone is not putting you. So if you're not this person's close friend, you're not a family member, you don't know their day-to-day activities or what they're doing, and you just jumping into conclusion and saying that, oh, I've been calling you, why are you not taking your call? I think it's disrespectful. So you have to respect one another when you're in a relationship. relationship. That is very important, a very important point, and I hope you put that into love and care. See something, you can never give what you don't have. It's very important. Like I said to some of you, when I became single, the first thing was to invest in myself. And when you invest in yourself, when you have that love for you, when you have that care for you, it is very hard for you to accept what people project in you, and it's very hard for you to succumb to some behavior and some comments and some attitude that people will bring your way. It's very difficult when you do that, because you love and care for yourself. So it's very important as well, when you meet another person, that's the first thing you do. You love and care for them, you appreciate them. Some people might think, oh my gosh, she's so nice to me, she's so this, she's so that, and maybe she like me, or maybe she really care about me, really, and now she they love me, not be me they love them. No, it's because they care about themselves. So that care and love reflects in everything they do. So it's very very important. Like I said before, talk about everything and anything at all. Involving your partner in everything that you do is very important. And because this is two different people that are coming together to get to know each other. I get some calls, and like a lady I spoke to yesterday, I was saying to her, this is not a rocket science. Always put yourself in people's shoes. If you're dealing with other people, put yourself in their shoes and say, if this is me, how would I love to be treated? If this is me, how would I love? What would I want people to tell me? Like I said to you guys before, this is something that I put in my day-to-day life, especially with my daughter. When I'm dealing with my daughter, I always put that and say, oh, if I was 4, if I was this little, why would I have want my mom to treat me? So you have to put that in your day-to-day life. It's very important, especially when you're in a relationship with someone that is not your family member, and it's very important that you put that in relationship. And then that is number 1, sorted out a list. Number 2, be curious, not critical. And you know, some people, they're very critical of your behavior, they're critical of your attitude, they're critical of what you do, especially in a relationship. They don't have that time to relax and settle down to want to find out what's going on. You know, they're not curious. They are very critical. They criticize you, and I saw you, they do. You not clean the house, you not do this, you not do that. They're not curious to know, why did you not do this? Why did you not do that? By trying, I'll tell you, I put this down, by trying to understand the other person is very important. And you understand the other person and knowing that, okay, I want to bring myself down to their level. I want to bring myself down to them and try to understand the reason behind their behavior, the reason behind whatever they're doing. When you know that, and your partner also know that, not being critical, but curious is very important. You both will just have that bond, that understanding. When something happened, that's why you see some couples, they just look at each other, they know exactly what each other is planning, what each other was on each other's mind, and what they're thinking. Very, very important. Put that down. Number 3, I put here, be ready, not waiting. In a relationship, is very, 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 very crucial, important in every relation, especially romantic relationship. Be very ready, not waiting for something to happen. In some relationships, some partner are waiting for you to make mistake. Okay, I've been there. It go say, I not tell you. You know, that kind of thing. They're very quick to say, I not tell you. And no, be ready, not like waiting for something to happen. In every relationship, I think it's nice, because these are two people, you love each other. These are two people that promise to be there for one another. This is someone, when they were chasing you, they promised to love you. They promised to put you first. So in that time, you want to come together. This is something I always tell people who are close to me. When you newly know someone, the relationship is going very nice and smooth, you have to set a strategy. A strategy is this: be ready, not waiting. When that thing is sweet, that's when you want to call that person, honey, we're both mature, we're both intelligent, we're both this, we're both that. I want us to come together to put this thing into work. When we are fighting, what should we do? What should we not do? Some people say some things out of spite and say, you see what's going to happen to you. I'm going to make them deport you back to Nigeria. You're going to Africa today. You do not mean it, but you say it out of spite, out of anger, because you're upset and you want to hurt the other person's feeling. I think it's absolutely not called for, especially when it's a romantic relationship. You want to come together, not waiting for something to happen, but already prepared, and you're ready to say, honey, when we're fighting, these are the things we should not say. These are the things we should not do. Okay, I'm getting a divorce. I go divorce you. I go turn you to this. You go pay child support. You go tire. You know you don't mean it, but you just say it out of spite and anger, and you're just pissed. That's what it is. So you both want to come together. Some men will call you, you will be a shower. It's not because he meant it. At that moment, he want to hurt your feelings. So these are some of the things you want to come together and talk about. When we're fighting, we shouldn't say this. We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't go this far. We shouldn't go this far. So you want to come together, set the strategy in your relationship. When you're fighting, you just always remember, you're fighting for everyone and knows what to say, knows what not to say. It doesn't mean you're not upset because the other person offends you. It's just that, you all know what you're doing as mature. I'm not going to answer you. You don't call me again. So we talked about that, and not waiting, but be ready. Number 4, invest in your relationship. Oh my God, this is powerful. When you're in a relationship, the stress of life, I'm not doing that. Stop it. I don't like it. I'll block you. You're distracting me. Someone is in my WhatsApp distracting me. Number 4, I said invest in your relationship. You want to invest in your relationship, especially when you have children. When you have children, first child, that pressure of a child, of work, of this. After 1 year, 2 years of relationship, the spice, the sassiness, the everything, just leave your relationship. And you find yourself your husband is here and you are there. Everyone is holding their phone and minding their business. You're like neighbors now and not romantically involved in each other anymore. You want to keep that spice and fun. You want to keep that date night you usually go, just to make sure that freshness, that fun come back in your relationship. I know I'm a Nigerian woman, and I get it. Some of us don't put this in practice. We don't do these things. And then we just find with our mediocre relationship, we find the way we are. And then when something happens, we want to call someone and talk to someone. We want to call someone. That's why, honestly, it's not from me. There are less relationships that is successful than the ones that are successful. It's only few, like 65% relationship are thriving in all this. And the rest are just like, they're not. So you want to keep that spice. I just like, when last did you and your husband go out and just say, honey, we're going and we're having a date night today. We're going to the movie. Some of you might say, oh, we watch movie at home. That's not enough. You want to leave that environment, your comfort zone, that place you're used to, that place you're comfortable with. You just want to go out. Even if it's for 2 days, go camping, sleep outside, do something out of your own comfort zone. Get a babysitter to look after your children for you. These things are very important. Honestly, if you put all these things to work, that's how you get great sex life. All right. You cannot have great sex life with someone you're not flowing with, someone you're not and attracted to anymore. Someone that is not, you know, giving you that spice and fun anymore. So I can tell you now, do Jackie Chan style, do all the style, do all this. You still not get it, because when you finish that, there are other things going on. There's so many things in your relationship that isn't working. So sex is not going to fix it. Something comes before that. You have to both have that spark. You have to have that connection when you both come together. See, you cannot take two different connections like, you know, wire and put them together. It's not going to work. It's two the same. When you put it together, you see, when you connect it, that spark just come alive. So you both have to first of all do something. You have to first of all put these things in practice. You just have to put these things in practice. Not a mediocre relationship, but a very powerful, solid, strong relationship. You both are connected and you have things in common. Some of you, when you're in this relationship, you don't see your friends that you used to see anymore. Everyone is just like, you know, I want to keep away from my friends. I used to play football every Saturday. Since I get married, I'm not doing anymore. I used to go out with the girls, but since I got married, we're not doing all that anymore. You cannot stop your life because you get married. You cannot stop your life because you're in a relationship. You're supposed to marry someone you both understand what life means. That keeping that friendship, keeping that family time together with your family members, your extended family members, and your friends. Keep your relationship nice and sweet. Some women would just be like, I want my husband to go for 2 weeks, you know, I want him to just go out with his friends, so I miss him, and he come back, everything becomes fresh. You want to marry someone who understands that we both need these things to balance. We both need these things to keep our relationship alive, because you need friends no matter how you see it. It's mainly African people. They'll be like, run from friends. So, hey, friends go chew count for your eye. And, you know, if you know the usefulness of friends, you will never say that, because these are your rock. These are your support. Excuse me. These are your support system. You understand? Because even everything happens, you need a shoulder to cry on. And so you have to keep your friends, and things you used to do, you have to keep on. Your husband and your wife or your partner have to have that understanding that we both need this thing to strive. You need it. There's no two ways about it. So you're not going to be like, oh, I'm seeing this person now. That's it. Goodbye to my single friends. Goodbye to my family. Goodbye, mom and dad. I'm married now, and that's it. I don't think that is healthy. That's not, it's not a healthy relationship. So I'll go to number 5. This is the one for me. Number 5, connect before you correct. Some men will say, some of you have that, you know, you've heard that before, where some men will say, I need a woman that will listen, a woman that when you talk to, and they know, they take what you say. You want to connect. Okay, when you connect before you can correct someone. Like me now, we don't have anything in common probably. So when I post something, you might find it like, my sister, go remove that picture. We don't have anything in common. My craziness is different from yours. The kind of food I eat is different from yours. We probably don't read the same book. We probably don't go the same places. We don't have the same kind of friends. We don't have the same kind of mindset. You don't know me, so why do you want to correct me? And some people came into my inbox and called me and say, because I'm your fan, because I'm this guy. What was that? You don't know me. And so, you know, you have to know someone. You have to connect before you correct. If this is your family member, I said to you people before, I have brothers. Sometimes my mom sit down and watch my video, and I have brothers. All my brothers are on social media. So if I need correction, I will go to my brothers. They're all older than me. I'm the last born and I'm the only girl. So they can message me and say, that picture where you post, take it off. And I will listen to my brother, or I choose not to. I know the power of strangers. I know the power of other people. But before you correct, you want to connect. You want to have something in common. So in your relationship, before you want to change a woman, before you want a man to be corrected, you want a woman to be corrected, you want to first of all have a bond with this person. You want to first of all connect. You want to have something in common, you know. So when you say, they find sense in what you're saying, all right? Like for myself, the friends I have, we don't have, maybe we have in common that understanding that what we say here dies here. Okay, I have these two amazing friends that I talk to all the time. We're in three-way conversation. I've never met them before. Okay, this is the power of stranger and the power of internet. I've never met them before, but we know when these three people come together, you see what you will talk. You know, they come out. And when me and the other two talk, the other one is not going, you know, if it's something we don't want to share, if it's something we want to share, that's when we'll be like, oh, and we need to add the other, you know, the other friend on this conversation. She needs to be here to hear this. And we do the three-way. If it's something for two, just say it's normal. You understand? It's for you to have that matureness to understand that. Okay, I would say that's the thing we have in common. You see craziness. You see the way of thinking. One of our friends was saying it. He was saying it yesterday, like, oh, yeah, it's fine for people who are, you know, their sexuality is okay, but it's not for me. You know, I was just there like, keep quiet and looking at them. The two of them were going and going. I was just there looking. So we have this separate understanding, separate kind of way of life, but we know when we come together, this is what we do, and what we say, and between the three of us. So you want to talk to someone, and they did not tell me like, hey, that's the way you post, go remove her. So what they say was, hey, you want put fire for Facebook, you know, because they are my friends, they close to me, they know this is a different kind of person. So we're coming together as one, yet we all understand each other and we know what each other are doing. But when it comes to romantic relationship that got to do with sex and fun and, you know, that different kind of feeling and love and all of this, you want to first of all connect with this woman. You want to connect with this man. You want to have something in common. That power together to know that when I say this, she will know I'm trying to correct her, or he will know I'm trying to correct her. So you cannot never correct someone you have nothing in common with. You want to correct someone you have something in common, like this person, not the same way would they think. Now, the same thing what they do. We like the same thing. That's why we come together and to make this work. So I think when I say this to her, when I say this to him, he will absolutely see sense with me, or she will absolutely see sense with me and kind of adjust. If you look at it, these things I say, since if you're keeping track, iboku for Nigeria relationship, for African relationship, like it's just, I need a wife that will listen to me. I need a woman that I can talk to. I need a woman, I need a woman, I need a woman, I need a woman, I need a woman. You're not looking for someone that is similar to you, someone that have the same kind of power, someone that have the same kind of belief, someone that have the same kind of way and the same kind of behavior. So when you two come together, I just like magnet. You bought magnet and you have something in common. So being a powerful person and looking for a nanny or a house help or an apprenticeship, someone who wants a job and you're paying, it's just like, it's not going to work. It's not. There's no how you do it. It's not going to work because you're both two different people. You're not the same thing. You're not on the same plate. You're not doing the same thing. So it's very hard for you to kind of correct them. That's why when you see some people, they go to Nigeria or any other part of the world and bring a partner. Okay, hey, expecting that things is going to come together. We're going to live happily and ever after. And this is going to happen. This is going to happen. If you don't, first of all, know this person, okay, get to know them and say, oh, wow, we have something in common. Like myself, I don't know if I can go to, I know there are a lot of crazy people in Nigeria, but I don't see myself going to Nigeria and say I need a man. And you know, so I would say, man, you have to be exposed. You know, you have to be exposed to so many things. You have to done so many things. You have to have done this. You have to have done this. You have to do this and do this before you can handle me. Because some men would just see me like, she's too much. You know what? She's too much. And another man is just in one corner looking for that kind of crazy woman who is powerful, who can stand their ground, who can do things, who don't care, who just like, you know, and at the other hand, they know what they're doing. You understand? And so when you're in a relationship with someone you have nothing in common with, you're powerful and this person is here. If they had before they come together, you're not the same thing. You can never come together. That's why you see, oh, African relationship. I'm not saying no African, some, you know that. You know exactly what I'm saying. So don't get my word twisted. Our relationship is amazing. When you go to visit some people, you're just like it's your husband the king and you are the slave. Are you both not doing things together? You're supposed to be partners. You're supposed to be friends. You're supposed to have things in common. You're supposed to just look at each other and you both know what is going on. But you don't have that flame. You don't have that understanding. That connection is not there. So every little thing you want someone to call. You want a friend to call. You want to first of all invest in each other when you meet each other. If you're a woman, okay, and you're watching, don't go into relationship with someone you don't have anything in common with. Oh no, I just need a man who have money, who have papers, who have this. If you both don't have anything in common, or he is more mature than you and is ready, you know, to teach you, and you're ready to like, oh, I need to know this, and you're curious, okay, I don't think you should have anything to do with that relationship. You want to go into this relationship with someone you have something in common with. So that's why it's very easy when you both come together. You just sort things out and know what to do. And when you're upset, you never say things out of anger. You never get angry and say some things that isn't needed, you know. So you don't want to do that. When you come together, you both understand what you're doing. You know absolutely what you're doing. You just come like, it's like a powerhouse. When you come, they'll say, she and her husband, they're wonderful. You don't need to tell them what to do. They just understand exactly what to do, where to go, where not to go, when to talk, when not to talk. You just have to talk with your eyes. And so guys, I hope you put this to work and spicing up your relationship. When you're able to do all these things, I tell you, now look your man like this, your totogo the drip water, a prick go stand, just because every other part of the relationship is fun, it's amazing. If that gap is there, that gap is there. You know what to do. You, the woman, just come up and say, honey, I think, you know, we need a break. Should we go on a date or something? You know, I have a ticket to go to Paris and there's something going on there. I think we should take a walk and go there and have fun. It might not be something you do. Put it to work. Try it. Try it. Enough of mediocre relationship, enough of that kind of relationship where something happened, you're calling a friend and they're recording you, and before you know it, your record is on social media because you don't have that time to communicate with your partner. You don't have that time when something happened. I spoke to one of my ex, I think it was yesterday, and he was like, oh my God, you know, we never talked about anything, we never say anything, we were just, you know, going, everyone just mind their business. And I said to him, yeah, I know we never talk, but now I'm like a talking machine and a talking and Tom, you know. So I just think it's good. Communication is key, honestly, in whatever you're doing. You're being a parent, being a work partner, being whatever you are, communication is key. So guys, I hope you put this to work and it works for you. So have a lovely Saturday. Isn't that different? Put that to work, not Sammy care all the time.